Hey, Luka.
Hello.
Ready to go?
How are you guys?
Good, good. Good to see you.
I missed you guys.
It's very nice. Luka, asked Rob what he kind of picked up on going over to Poland to see a practice in a game, and JJ as well, and he said just it was the leadership qualities that you had for your national team, and kind of he's excited to have you come now into this setting with the Lakers, and just wonder now with everything that happened this summer, the extension, you're here, how do you feel about that aspect of it, you know, being a leader of this team, and how that impacts your outlook as you go forward?
Yeah, honestly, I think I had a great summer. You know, starting even right after the season, starting my practices, starting my workouts, then obviously coming back here, signing the extension, having to go with the national team, and now I'm here. So it all starts again with fresh mind. So I'm very excited about it.
Luka, at the end of the season in Poland, you'd kind of said, you know, this team didn't really have time to ever practice together. And the team was still pretty successful and won a lot of games. What are the ways you think this time in camp together, particularly with LeBron and with Austin, can the three of you guys optimize each other?
I think just first of all, obviously talking about it, communicating is important, but then just, you know, trying some stuff in practice. Obviously, we didn't have time last season to go through, and I think that's why preseason is very important for me, for the team, just to kind of, how to say, get to know everybody, what everybody likes, and just, you know, in practice you can make a lot of mistakes. So that's what practices are. So we're gonna have a lot of practices, and I'm excited to figure out everybody.
Yeah, Luka, over here, Jim Hill, KCAL 9 News. Congratulations and welcome. As you sit here and look at everyone here today, how excited does this make you to see everyone here coming to hear what you have to say about the upcoming season and welcoming you to the Lakers?
Sorry, can you repeat? I can't hear you.
How excited are you to see all of us here?
Oh, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Are you guys?
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do interviews.
What is it about Los Angeles that has attracted you so much? Because, you know, we know about the Lakers and everything, but, you know, this is the city of stars and everything else, and championships are expected here.
What are you saying, like basketball-wise? Or
yes.
Basketball-wise? I mean, I'm just excited to play for the Lakers. You know, I obviously said this is one of the best organizations in the world. Like I said, you know, it's a fresh start for me, getting through whole preseason. I'm just excited to play for the Lakers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Luka, Brad Turner from the LA Times. What's your leadership style like, and how do you think that's going to work out with this team?
You say leadership?
What's your leadership style like, and how you think that can work with this team?
I mean, you know, like I said, when you get to the new team, you know, in the middle of the season, it's kind of hard, you know, to get everything together. But as I said before, you know, preseason is going to help me a lot with leadership, getting to know the guys. So through the practice, you know, me and JJ talk about it a lot. So we're just going to have to work it out.
Taking a win with the LA Times also. Luka, speaking to the leadership, how much more comfortable are you being a vocal leader or something, stepping out of your leadership box a little bit now that you've been with this team and this organization for a few months?
Way more comfortable. You know, like I said before, coming into the new team, it's kind of hard, you know, to get the leadership up. But that's what preseason is for. I had a great run with my national team. You know, kind of work on that leadership role. So I feel way more comfortable.
Luka, buenas tardes, buenos días. Bienvenido a una nueva temporada. Por fin vas a poder estar desde el principio con el equipo de los Lakers. ¿Cómo te sientes a este respecto?
Me siento muy bien. Tengo muchas ganas de empezar. Ya cuando acabó la temporada pasada, tenía muchas ganas de volver aquí, de empezar. Y me siento muy bien y muy preparado para esta temporada.
Luka, Kobe Price, to your left. Kobe Price, SoCal News Group. The last time we spoke with you in LA for after you signed the extension, we asked you about, you know, the changes to your physique, you know, nutrition, the changes you made. Now that you were able to get on the court in Eurobasket, what differences did you feel physically in Eurobasket compared to how you ended last season with the Lakers?
I would just say probably way less tired, you know, a little bit quicker, like I said. Obviously in Europe there's 40-minute game. In NBA is 48, but we play a lot of games in not so many days. So I think fatigue is the biggest thing for me right now.
Luka, Mark Medina, Athlon Sports and Sportskeeda. With all the moves that the front office made this offseason, what's your expectations on how your new teammates can help things easier for you on the court?
I mean, they can help a lot. I think we added some great pieces. Obviously, we have to go through preseason, but I'm very excited to play with those guys. With some guys I play against, it was hard. So I'm glad they're on my team now. So I'm very excited to get to know them, personally, and to play with them.
Hey, Luka, after the offseason that you had, is this the best you've ever felt entering into a season?
Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know yet, honestly, but I just know I'm very excited. I'm very ready, and, this season should be fun for us.
Hey, Luka, in the games you played in last year, you guys won at a 52-win pace. You guys won 50 games with the number 3 seed. So obviously it was not the ending to the season that you wanted. But what do you feel like you guys showed that you can take moving forward in last season, especially between you, LeBron, and Austin?
I think we showed like we can play with anybody. I think we had that one stretch that I felt like we played the best basketball in the NBA. Obviously, we had some new pieces to the team. So, like I say, I'm very excited, and I think we can do some big things.
Hey, Luka, to your right here. Specifically on DeAndre Ayton, just your thoughts on getting an opportunity to play with him, seeing how the playoffs obviously went through, just having a dependable big man. Just your thoughts on pairing up with him.
Yeah, I was very excited when they told me, we were trying to get DA. Obviously, we entered the draft together. I know him for a long time, so I'm very excited to have him on my team.
Hi, Luka. Nikki K with Spectrum. A lot was made of your physical transformation during the offseason, but did you make any adjustments mentally, emotionally, when you think about your new home, your new team, now that you've had an offseason to settle in?
Obviously, it's way easier now. Obviously, I went through a lot last year, and it wasn't easy to adjust. So, like I said before, this is a fresh start, fresh mind for me. So, I'm in a better place for sure.
Luka, Maynor Castillo desde la cancha. Ya te preguntaban en inglés el tema del liderazgo, pero dime cuánto tiempo crees que te va a tomar para poder liderar a tus compañeros de equipo como lo hiciste en el Eurobasket con Eslovenia o como lo hacías con los Mavericks antes.
Bueno, la verdad que no sé, depende de todo, pero creo que mucho mejor que el año pasado. Creo que mentalmente estoy mucho mejor que el año pasado, así que no sé cuánto va a durar, pero creo que no mucho.
Luka, tengo dos preguntas. Primero, ¿cómo resumes el off-season? ¿Cuáles fueron tus principales enfoques para llegar en la mejor forma a esta temporada? La mejor forma, ¿qué hiciste en el off-season para llegar a tu mejor forma esta temporada?
Bueno, trabajar bastante. Cuando acabó la temporada, fui a entrenar inmediatamente. Tenía mucho tiempo para entrenar y bueno, eso.
Y una más, te vimos compartiendo con Anjay Kopitar, tu gran amigo, y varios jugadores de los LA Kings. ¿Cómo viviste ese encuentro y qué sentiste al conocer su decisión de retirarse?
Sí, la verdad que lo he visto. Creo que lleva unas 20 temporadas aquí. Es algo increíble. Es un buen amigo y le deseo lo mejor.
Greg Beacham with the AP. You only got 23 games in the regular season with LeBron together in the playoffs. Now that you're going to have a training camp, where specifically do you think you guys can improve as a partnership?
I think just, like I said before, going through practices, it's going to help us a lot. Me, LeBron, and AR, I think we're the leaders of this group, and like us communicating, us practicing some things on the floor will help us a lot.
Luka, what part of your game did you work on during the off season?
I didn't work on anything specific. I think for me, the most I learned is playing 5-on-5, 4-on-4, 3-on-3. But I didn't work on anything specific. Just getting better shape. That's about it.
Luka, sorry, over here again. The organization gave JJ a contract extension they announced it on Thursday. What was it like working with JJ Redick? And I guess, how do you feel about the stability here with your extension, the ownership thing having happened, the 3 to 5 year plan for this organization?
Yeah, I think the stability is amazing. It was great to work with JJ. Hopefully we can work till the end of my career. I just love him as my coach. He will tell you anything. He will tell you if you did something wrong, if you did something good. So just approach to the game with him, it's unbelievable. So I'm very excited that he's my coach.
Well, congrats on making history. No player in the history of the league, 79 years, have ever shown up for a 23rd season. How do you feel about that aspect of it? You're the oldest dude to ever do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just super humbling, and to be able to go out and play the game that I love, be able to do it at this part of my career where I am as far as age and things of that nature. And so it's just super cool to be able to, be a part of history. We have so many, unbelievable, stories and things, storylines and things that's happened in our league. To be a part of history, I think it's just super cool.
As you told all of us reporters, you don't look all that different. You still look great. But how do you feel? How do you feel coming into the challenge of 82 games plus a hopeful playoff run?
Yeah, for sure. That's always the challenge. How can I get my body close to 100%? Obviously, coming off the MCL sprain of last year, obviously, the foot has kind of given me a little problems from time to time throughout the course of the last few seasons. So that's always the challenge of seeing how I can get my body, as close to 100% where I can go out and perform at a high level. So, I'm still ramping things back up. I'm not where I want to be, but I don't want to be where I want to be right now in September. So, I got some time, and I'm looking forward to the process of getting there.
How do you think that ramp up will affect your early camp participation, potentially the start of the season?
Yeah, that's to be seen. Obviously, I want to be out there as much as I can, as much as I want, but obviously, we know where I'm at, and the coaching staff know where I'm at as far as, me getting to a place where we're all good, as far as, getting on the court, not being on the court. It's year 23 for me. I got a lot of miles on my game. I've, trained, throughout the course of the off season. But just my presence is going to be important as well. Making sure that even if I'm not on the floor, I'm always in tune with what we're doing, so I know what's going on at all times. So, just looking forward to that.
You're a very accomplished player, but you're also very attuned to the business of basketball. This is the first time in 8 seasons with the Lakers you're coming into it where you're in a contract year. How did that come to be, and do you think that will have any impact on how the season goes for you?
No, it will have no impact. I'm super, excited about the challenges and the excitement of our team. We added some new guys. We got another year under our belt with our coaching staff from last year. Got a full year with Luka and another year with the guys that I've been with. So, super excited about that, and I'm not worried about contracts, things at this. That doesn't bother me at all. Super humbled to be even have a contract still, and be able to play the game that I love still at this part of my career and take full advantage of it.
You've been saying that the retirement's soon, but not necessarily imminent. What are the factors that you're weighing or going to weigh that would lead you to say, you know what? That's it. That's my body of work. I'm done.
Yeah. For me, it's just, am I still excited about the process? Do I still get motivated about the process every single year, preparing my body, preparing my mind, working on my body, training, things of that nature to get ready for a full season? I think once I kind of fall out of love with the process, then I'll know for sure, then it'll probably be the end for me.
What would a successful Lakers season look like for you?
That we detailed every day. We have to be detailed, and the Western Conference is a gauntlet. The league is tough, and we have to be detailed on everything on all facets of the game, both offensively and defensively. We have to hold each other accountable, and we got to play championship basketball every single day. And does that result in wins? No. This is a win or loss season, league, and you're not going to win games even when you play well. And there's sometimes where you don't play well and you still win. That's all a part of the game, but we got to pay attention to the details, and I think we will do that.
What can you do to help Luka Doncic become the best version of Luka Doncic this season?
Hold myself accountable, go out, prepare myself, go out on the floor, do what I need to do, trusting my keys. If there's something that needs to be done for me as far as my individual game to the team to make it easier on him and vice versa, then that's what I need to do. That's part of my job.
Will we see some team bonding perhaps with you and Austin Reeves and JJ Redick on the golf course this year? Is that maybe a new wrinkle that you could find in terms of camaraderie?
You will absolutely see that for sure. Now, will we put it out to the public? That's to be seen, but that will absolutely happen.
I got something for you. I was in Zambia this summer, right? I was on a dirt road near Mufue and came across this man wearing a red and black, purple and yellow Lakers number 23 LeBron James jersey.
So is that like a half Jordan, half LeBron jersey?
Or is it like it's all LeBron, just happened to be different colors.
Really?
But I'm in a remote road in Zambia in Africa.
Man.
And your presence is known.
I've never been there before, man. I've heard nothing but great things, and that's super cool, super humbling to be in this position where I can inspire people all over the world. And to wherever that young man is, listen, all love from LeBron here in the States, and hopefully see you someday, brother.
Great. And just one thought for the season ahead. What is the thing that you're going to be trying to soak in the most with the end? We don't know when it's going to be, but it's certainly close.
Just staying present. Staying present. Not worried about yesterday and not trying to focus on what the future holds. It's about staying present. Being here with you, talking to you right now is the most important thing. And then after that, wherever I'm going next, staying present. Because like I said, I don't know when the end is. So, but I know it's not as long as The Godfather 2. So I know I got to stay present.
Welcome back.
All right,
Great to see you. Yes, sir.
Lakers GM shares honest thoughts on LeBron James' uncertain future. As the 2025-26 NBA season approaches, so does a moment of reflection for LeBron James, and for the Lakers. Now entering the final year of his contract, the 40-year-old superstar's future beyond this season remains unclear, fueling questions about whether this could be his final run in a Lakers uniform, or in the NBA altogether. Earlier this month, James admitted on the 360 with Speedy podcast that retirement is coming, though he was quick to add, just not yet. It was a rare moment of openness from one of the league's most enduring figures, and a reminder that even LeBron's seemingly ageless career has a timeline. On Thursday, Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka spoke publicly about LeBron's status, striking a respectful and measured tone. While the franchise would love for him to end his career in purple and gold, Pelinka emphasized that any decision about the future belongs entirely to LeBron. The first thing we want to do when it comes to LeBron and his future is give him the absolute respect to choose his own story, with his family on his terms, Pelinka said. He's earned that right. He's the only one who can truly say how many more years he wants to play. Pelinka also made it clear that the front office approached this offseason with intention, knowing time may be running short. The Lakers made significant roster moves, most notably the high-profile addition of Luka Dončić, in an effort to maximize LeBron's window. Once LeBron opted in, we were very purposeful in the way we built the roster, giving him and Luka the tools they need to compete at the highest level, Pelinka explained. As for what's next, the most important thing is that he has the freedom to decide how long he wants to keep going. We'll continue to honor that, and let him speak when the time is right. A legacy nearing its final chapters. As training camp opens next week, James begins his 23rd NBA season, and his 8th with the Lakers. His impact on the franchise is already undeniable: a championship in 2020, a return to relevance after years of struggle, and a level of leadership that continues to define the locker room. Still, no one, not even LeBron, can say with certainty how much longer this run will last. The Lakers, however, are preparing as if this season could be something special. With James and Doncic leading a reloaded roster, expectations are high. The goal, banner no. 18. And a second title for LeBron in LA. But whether this year marks the end of an era or just another chapter remains to be seen. What's clear is that for now, the Lakers are giving LeBron the space, respect, and support he's earned, and waiting patiently to see how the final pages of his legendary career will be written. Inside the organization, preparing for all scenarios. Internally, the Lakers are balancing two parallel realities, trying to win now with LeBron James still on the roster, while quietly beginning to prepare for a post-LeBron era. According to league sources, conversations within the front office have intensified over the past year around succession planning, including how to transition the team's identity once its centerpiece inevitably moves on. Privately, team executives acknowledge that James' presence has shaped every major decision since his arrival in 2018, from coaching hires to free agent targets to style of play. That influence remains strong, but there's a growing sense of urgency. With no guarantee that he'll return after the season, the franchise is walking a careful line between honoring his legacy and protecting its long-term trajectory. Several scouts and league executives have noted that the Lakers' move to acquire Luka Dončić wasn't just about building a contender, it was also about establishing a foundational star for the future. Doncic, now in his prime, is expected to become the face of the franchise whenever LeBron decides to step away, whether that's next summer or further down the line. Still, James' leadership remains irreplaceable. Teammates have described him as more reflective, but no less focused, heading into the new season. According to one veteran on the team, he knows what's at stake, not just for himself but for us. There's a different tone in the room this year. It feels like we're chasing something final. What's driving LeBron now? For James, this season isn't just about adding to his legacy. It's about control, finishing his career on his terms. That includes not being rushed into decisions about retirement, even as questions mount. It also means being present for his son, Bronny James, who is entering his first season in the NBA as a rookie with the Cleveland Cavaliers. The possibility of a future reunion with Bronny remains a topic of interest, especially considering LeBron has publicly stated his desire to share the court with his son before retiring. Whether that scenario materializes remains unclear, but it does further complicate the timeline for any final decision. There's obviously more than basketball in play here, one Western Conference executive told The Ringer. It's legacy, it's family, it's how he wants to go out, not just where, but when and with who. That makes the situation unlike anything we've seen before. League-wide reactions and speculation. Around the NBA, LeBron's looming decision is drawing quiet speculation. Opposing coaches are preparing as if this will be his final full season, but few are willing to say it publicly. Most believe he still has enough left to play another year or two, but only if the situation is right, both personally and competitively. The broader basketball world is also beginning to engage with the idea that one of the greatest careers in NBA history may soon be coming to a close. Media outlets have already begun revisiting key moments, compiling tributes, and debating where LeBron ranks among the all-time greats. Yet despite the outside noise, those closest to James say he remains focused on one thing: winning. He's not thinking about farewell tours, one team source said. He's thinking about one last run at a title. That's where all of his energy is right now. Looking ahead. As the 2025-26 season tips off, LeBron James will once again take the floor as one of the most influential figures the game has ever seen. Whether it's his final year in Los Angeles, or in the NBA altogether, remains entirely up to him. What is certain is that the Lakers and the basketball world at large are entering this season with a shared understanding. This chapter is important, not just for what it could achieve, but for what it could represent, the beginning of the end of an era. And when the time comes for LeBron to make his decision, it won't just be another retirement announcement. It will be the closing statement of a generational story, written carefully, and on his own terms.